Welcome back. Time now for news from the left. Ready for some brilliant religious perspective from Whoopi Goldberg and Stacey Abrams? I know you're excited. On why God supports the right to an abortion? Let's start with Whoopi.
God made me smart enough to know that if there are alternatives out there that can work for me, I will investigate them. But I also know God said, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. I will not make that decision for anybody.
Okay, there's Whoopi's side of it. Stacey Abrams also chimed in with a very similar take. Listen to this.
Abortion is a medical decision. It is medical care. The value that should overhang everything is the right to make our own decisions, the free will that the God I believe in gave us.
The God that she believes in, free will. You can do anything you want. Mass murder, genocide, rape, pillage, and steal. That's the free will that the God that I believe in gave us. Thank you, Reverend Abrams. The mental gymnastics that these people have to go through to pretend that they're still some kind of religious while also, spewing this nonsense is just, it must be exhausting. It must be absolutely exhausting. Yes, it's in the Bible. God wants you to have an abortion. Do it all the time. It's the right thing to do. Next up, a liberal writer at Vox posted a pre-written obituary about Justice Alito's death on his Twitter account. In a since-deleted tweet, Ian Millhiser wrote, August is a slow month, so I'm spending my morning updating some of my pre-written obituaries. He then shared an image of what he had been working on. Samuel Alito, who died was not devoid of any positive traits and was a highly effective advocate for conservative causes. He then deleted all this nonsense. Now, I know we should be angry, but you know that Samuel Alito is loving driving people like this crazy. Little incels like Ian Millhiser sitting in his apartment fuming while playing video games in his pajamas, writing obituaries for conservative justices that he hates so much. Poor Ian. Next up, almost everyday Democrats are stumped by a very simple question that we all know the answer to, and that is whether or not Joe Biden should run in 2024.
Do you think President Biden should be running for re-election? Is that even a question in your mind?
I have no special insight, obviously, into what the president is deciding.
You're a Democratic senator. I'm just asking you whether you would support the leader of your own party.
I'm supporting this bill, Andrea. Should President Biden run again in 2024?
I don't believe he's running for re-election.
Well, the last one there is Congresswoman Carolyn Maloney. And she actually went on CNN after she made that comment last night in that hilarious debate with Nadler. That was, we laughed about that one last night. She went on CNN today and, of course, was forced to totally retract her statement.
Mr. President, I apologize. I want you to run. I happen to think you won't be running. But when you run, or if you run, I will be there 100%.
Yeah. Be there 100%. Joe Biden, let's do it again in 24. The funny thing is that if you did try, which he's not going to try, if he did try, he'd actually have to campaign. There's no way. I mean, can you fathom him on the campaign trail? You know how much work that is? It would be funny. Moving along, the Washington Post reporting on the tragic story of the Indiana Congresswoman Jackie Walorski, who died in that car accident, a terrible car accident yesterday. They effectively almost tried to push it as a hit job, though. In the article, they thought it was of the utmost importance to include these details to just enrage their readers. A Donald Trump supporter, Walorski voted against impeaching the president in 2021 for his role in the January 6th attack on the Capitol. She also voted against confirming Democrat Joe Biden's victories in Arizona and Pennsylvania. You see what they're doing there. They're taking it's somebody just died. It's like, just leave it alone. And they want to stir it up so that their readers go, yeah, she deserved it. And there's more from the miserable left, the miserable libs on this. Some guy named John Anthony Castro posting a list of all of her red flags on Twitter. This list here all the way down, talking about Steve Bannon there at the bottom. In his bio, this guy who posted this literally on the day that the woman died calls himself a 2024 presidential candidate. It's going to be tough to do that when you look like a pedophile, but we wish him all the best of luck. Our thoughts are with Congresswoman Walorski's family.
Hey guys, it's Rob Carson. With inflation at its highest level in 40 years and interest rates skyrocketing, your retirement plans are in danger. Well, our friends at American Hartford Gold can help show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. Yeah. If you call them right now, they have a special offer. They will give you a free gold coin on your first qualifying order. So don't wait. Call now. Here's the number, 866-935-4309. That's 866-935-4309, or text Newsmax to 65532. That's Newsmax to 65532. Thank you.